Speaking of M&M's or Maybach music,
Dream Chasers.
We got some big news regarding Meek. Kaz, you want to get into that?
Yes, I can get into it. I have the article pulled up. So, let me just pull this up.
Spicy day on Twitter today for sure.
Jesus.
All right. So rapper Diddy was accused by producer Rodney Little J of sexual assault in 73 document case. In the evidence written by Jones's attorney, so Rodney Jones's attorney found that there is a specific section in which a former producer specifically claims Diddy had sexual relationships with a rapper from Philadelphia who dated Nicki Minaj. Womp womp. That certainly narrows down the list, but only online. We're quick with more cues, videos, photos, and testimonials that suggest Meek Mill is the rapper Jones is talking to about in the documents. So what are people saying? That Meek Mill and Diddy were doing it.
Just in case I don't make it home tonight, I don't make love to you for the last time, babe. Just in case, just in case.
You know, it's crazy about all that too. Since the news surfaced about that, Meek has been on a tirade the last, I'm gonna guess, 8-9 hours or so. I'm just going through his Twitter right now. Where he's trying to claim that this is some larger conspiracy that people are trying to tear down him and Diddy's name because he's now an independent artist. Yeah. He went so far as to say, and you're probably going to have to bleep out a lot of this. Give me 1 second. At approximately 2:51 p.m., he tweeted out, "When I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. LOL. Ask some of your favorites. Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that pussy juice do it for me. Ugh. I don't ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils." Now,
that man is
red lights. Huh?
Now,
guilty.
It's like so much wrong with this. One, it's like that one viral clip. You 36, like bro, you about to be 37. Like, I know he has 2 sons. I'm almost certain his oldest son has to be, if he's not a teenager already, he's around that age. Bro, your child is able to see all this in real time. Him, more than any, I think, celebrity or rapper within the last like 10 to 15 years, he craves attention and cannot just step away from the phone. Like, there have been so many times, I know you and I have spoken about it, where I'm just like, bro, where is your PR team? I would hate being his publicist.
Oh yeah,
because he can't help himself. When a snowball happens, he will just push that MF downhill until it rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls. Now, of course, no, these are like very serious allegations, especially in regards to the Diddy stuff. With some of this stuff being linked to Meek's name, you know, whatever your social preference is, that's between you and whomever, you know, you're doing your business with. What happens in your bedroom has nothing to do with me. But it's just a way you handle this type of stuff when this stuff is surfacing around your name. And he just has been crashing out like the last 5 hours.
Oh, man. Oh, me? Is all me?
Oh, yeah. I can go too.
Well, that was such a dramatic moment. Like, you had a lot to get off.
I thought you had something to say.
I was just taking it in.
I think this is what happens when you have, I'll say, like a lot of yes men, or a lot of people that aren't willing to challenge you in your near circle, your social circle, to where they just let him go off. They're not like, hey man, you're making yourself look like a clown. You're a goof right now. Like, you know, you can tell he can't take a joke, or he can't take anything said about him that's not positive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're seeing this reaction from him. I mean, you can throw it back to the Drake situation a couple years ago.
I ain't gonna lie. This today was, it really took my brain back there. I was like, bro, this feels like summer 2015.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And he got into it, and there's another wrinkle to this that was kind of interesting, because DJ Academics, whom I'm sure all of you know at this point, he's a pretty huge figure in pop culture.
Friend of the program.
I wouldn't say that, but nah, but Ak, Ak and Meek have kind of had some tension over the last couple of years. Mostly it's just due to what, in my opinion, just seems to be his views on Meek's music, and then them having their back and forth. he had some comments in regards to the allegations. Meek came at him kind of crazy, and now has threatened him multiple times and saying, he's gonna pull up and shoot a video outside of his home. He needs somebody to give him his address. Ack walks this very fine line. I think in general sense he can be kind of corny because he'll do certain stuff to agitate people, but then we'll pull the "I'm a blogger" card. Yeah. My only issue with Meek in this sense, if he's been pushing, as I'm sure you guys have seen the last few years, that he's now trying to live a reformed life. He's pushing policy change and all this, that, and third, and trying to be a positive figure. If you're out the streets, be a civilian and stop this BS, and stop trying to more or less like bully somebody that isn't really with the shit.
There's this funny, I don't know where this comes from, but it's a podcast with like 4 of the black dudes, and when Meek came back and was like, "Oh, I'm on positive shit," and then it just took him like 2 weeks. It took him 2 weeks, and then he was back talking about guns and stuff.
Yeah,
and they equated it to like him being like the Green Goblin, in Spider-Man, where the Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, bro, for sure.
Do it, coward. Do it. He was like, talk about.
Where's some slang for some guns?
MMs, 9mm.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I think for me, when you kind of look at it like this, where we kind of like talk about like responses, where I think sometimes people, it's like, I get his line of work where like I kind of get why Shannon Sharp was upset when not D-Ray but Mike Epps was like, insinuating that he's gay or anything of that manner, where like I can get that takes down your street cred, but like when you've been in the game, if you had the many awards he has, sometimes you gotta show composure when you're able to not let the opposition know that you are ruffled, where like I know some people, and I'm saying observations where a guy could be like, "Oh, you're this or this allegation, or I think you're handsome," and they'll just lose it, being like, "All right, it's cool." Like a guy thinks you handsome, you gotta let it go. Where like him showing that is just more like ammunition, be like, "Oh, because you're having this big reaction, this must be true."
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's really like my biggest thing with this, and it's a classic Nip quote. I don't know how many years he said it ago, but it was in regards to Tekashi 6ix9ine, and we all know his history. Mm-hmm. And somebody asked him, I want to say it was on Big Boy's Neighborhood, what would you do if he saw 6ix9ine out? He was like, sometimes you just gotta leave people on goofy time, because you engaging with this person is gonna add more fuel to the fire, in the sense that it's no big deal if you see a wolf howl at the moon, but if the moon howls back, everybody's gonna stop what they're doing.
Hey,
interesting. Yeah, I'd say like if you think about any like successful person, whenever they get accused of something illegally, what do they say? No comment. Speak to my attorney.
Yeah,
that type of stuff. There's a reason for that, and maybe Meek will learn next time.
He won't.
If there will be a next time.
But then he's been framing all this and like still kind of hinting the fact that he's dropping a project, I believe.
That was like a nice little cover up there. He's like putting dirt over it.
Or I think he's like more or less just trying to like respin the energy to like get more eyes and ears on his release that's happening. But all right, we all listen to rap music here. Did you listen to him and Ross's project? Bro, it's cold out here for him right now.
Did you?
No, I had no. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I heard 2 singles that dropped because there were videos that came out. But did I sit when the full project released? Did I sit down and like go through it the way I would have maybe 5-10 years ago? Hell no.
Listen to it, coward. Do it.
I have 2 things. Last thing I'll say about the whole Diddy thing. That's funny. The Diddy thing's getting funny. Like some of the memes coming out here are really, like there's one I saw of someone's like it's Diddy and Usher sweating.
Oh, bro, I seen
and
it.
They're like,
there's
there's no workout equipment. There's no workout equipment. These guys are like drenched in sweat. That's
Diddy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about the producer because, like, from a source that I have, a trusted source, it seems as though the producer may just be trying to get some money out of him. Most of the stuff that I've heard in regards to like these allegations that are popping up, I don't necessarily think it's outside the realm of possibilities that Diddy was involved with some of this stuff, and if he is, bury him underneath the jail. Same way they did R. Kelly and any other person who's involved in that type of work. But I will say this. The memes have been hilarious. That one, him and Meek wearing the matching outfit with the little person, or when he was
They pulled out like an old Meek tweet that's like, this D hit different or something like that.
Oh yeah, bro, I seen that. He's like this D good as hell.
Yeah.
Or bro, no, it's crazy when Meek was on. I won't say it was $1 million worth of game, like maybe 3 years ago, and he was talking to Wallow, and he was comparing losing his cellmate to losing the woman in his life.
Damn.
And Wallow was like, "Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I lost like 40 cellmates. I was gone 20 years, dog."
Only thing I'm gonna say is making the band makes more sense. These exploits, because even though I know on the Chappelle show they was like wilding with the shit,
Yeah,
some of the shit he did on making the band makes sense.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be some type of man. Is I guess, and this is probably the wrong thing. One, the victims, sorry that they definitely went through that, but it's almost kind of like, do we gotta pack up all this catalog? Like anything he's been attached to, do we have to pack up that entire catalog?
Are you asking me or the viewers right now?
I'm asking the viewers. Like, is he banned? Like, okay,
Is it
wait.
canceled?
Wait.
I think you gotta wait until it's official.
Yeah, if it's official.
He's lost.
Not that, like, I don't listen to Diddy, but if this was to happen to someone else, I'd say, let's wait till the final verdict's out.
I'll say, all right. You say you don't listen to Diddy?
I don't.
All right. You listen to R&B music from the 90s?
No.
Okay. All right, then yeah,
I'm not an R&B guy.
Yeah, okay, then you definitely get a pass then with this because like
I know his influence. I know Diddy's influence.
He was executive producer on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And, I don't necessarily respect. I shouldn't respect feels like a weird word, but like I don't value being executive producer the same way I would someone who's actually on the board making the music.
LeBron's an executive producer.
And it's been terrible about it. But yes, no,
How the Lakers now?
no, seriously.
He invented the deluxe album.
Yeah. Throw some more on it.
Exactly.
Bro, like, yeah,
Give some more.
I got a curveball for y'all before we get off this. And you know how I feel about cancel culture. I somewhat think it's a joke because people pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
If the actual Epstein list comes out
Oh yeah, that was supposed to come out.
and Beyonce's name is on there,
Oh.
do you think the culture will actually cancel?
No, they will.
They're almost as bad as Swifties. The Queen Bees.
Oh no, they're
Bees.
way worse. That is a
Whoa,
that is a
worse? I don't know, man.
Bro, that is a terrorist organization.
The
Bro, if you
Swifties
say
are-
anything about Beyonce other than her walking water and being a god,
I don't know, man. The Swifties pretty.
I don't know.
Have you-
Swifties are
you've been directly packed up by a Swiftie.
no, but like I just see the power.
I've associated with the Swiftie, and it's
See,
Associated.
I'm getting secondhand.
That was very
Situationship.
That was very choice words.
Oh, you had to fuck Taylor Swift?
What?
Whoa!
No, just one of her fans.
Bone on.
That's hilarious. Speaking of cancel culture, super random as well. Curveball here. Did you listen to Vultures?
Oh yeah,
We haven't talked about it since it came out.
We
That was
haven't.
out.
I ain't gonna lie, like that album, like it low-key makes me uncomfortable, like with some of the subject matter.
It's giving like Shaq on the Celtics vibe.
Yeah, bro, cause like the music, like the production itself, it's not like bad. Ty Dolla Sign rather can talk today. He feels out of place to me a little
So
bit.
like, I don't hate Ty Dolla Sign. I don't need him on every song though.
Yeah,
I don't listen to a Ty Dolla Sign album. I don't know the last human that listened to it. Like from start to beginning Ty Dolla Sign album.
okay. I'll say this. I'm a fan of you. I wouldn't say fan, but I appreciate his music. I like his
he's
music.
a good feature. He's a great feature.
Great feature artist. Some of the subject matter though, with Ye being 47 years old, I'm just like, bro, like,
With carbon teeth.
yeah, I'm like, bro, like, it's almost like RJ the rapper from LA.
Yeah.
Are you like nah? Anyways, or like just like be on this hyper horny shit, bro. You are almost 50 years old, G. Like,
Yeah.
you should be in a different place in your life, and it's like if
And then
you
getting his daughter on the song too.
yeah, and then you just suppose this would like say like not even that like I'm a huge Nas fan, but like listening to like a Nas album in 2024, or if Jay were to drop, it would just sound like these guys are in two different like stratospheres as far as like the pockets and age ranges in their life when they're right around the same age.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was a weird album.
Like you like
It was all over the place.
like Carnival. How you feel about that?
I just feel like the songs, man, nothing stuck out. It felt like, which in that way, like I guess it like they all tied in really well, one with another, but none of them stuck out for me.
It's giving Desperate Man.
Yeah, I think for me, I would almost rather have hated the album than just be indifferent about it. And for me, that's like almost a worst place to be in.
I started at a 7 out of 10. I'm at a 6 now. Like
Yeah.
I haven't even re-listened to it. I listened to it once and a couple songs here and there, but that was it. And I'm like, you know what? The longer I think about it, the least I like it.
Yeah, like no one album I hate, but I can get humor out of and just listen to it when I need something to laugh at. Wayne's "I Am Not a Human Being" Part 2. Oh, that intro, honestly, like that's up there with any Dave Chappelle skit I've ever heard in my
That's
life.
hilarious.
You want to talk about a money grab? Y'all want
Man.
to talk about how Marvel's on this money grab? That I Am Not a Human stuff is like, well, slap it on. We gonna get somebody today.
Bro said I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy.
That's what my little way listening to Creed.
Bro, it was like the first bar I think on the song. I was like, yeah, you're not serious. Like,
They said, wait, we need something. He's like, how long?
Watch
I
this
got?
kick flip.
He's like, how long I got? You got 15 minutes. He did the album in 15 minutes or less. Oh shit.